Hello. Hello. Mistakes, 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 mistakes.
I did 1,000 Rubik. Cube. Solves per day for a week. As a result of doing this many solves, did my average improve? Did I get tons of PB averages and good single solves? Well, you'll find out shortly. My plan was that I would do an initial 200 solve session and take note of the average. Starting the next day, I would do 1,000 solves per day for a week. Then a day after the week ended, I would do another 200 solve session and compare that to the initial 200 solve session. How long does it take me to do 1,000 solves? About 7 hours. That to the initial 200 solve session. How long does it take me to do 1,000 solves? About 7 hours. You may wonder how I have time to do this. It's because I have no life. Hey, before we begin, let's take a look at the session I had been doing prior to this week. This session has 7,782 solves, which were done from July 29th to August 24th. The average was 8.21. Here are the stats. Based on the current average of 1,000, 2,000, and 5,000, I was averaging 8.1 to 8.2 when the session ended. Looking at the average of 1,000 progression, it's probably not a big enough sample size to see if the average is trending in any particular direction. It fluctuates between 8.35 and 8.03 and ends at 8.13. Now let's go to August 25th, the day when I did my initial 200 solve session.
Wait, did I even put the time of day? Or this?
Solve session.
I'm gonna add the day, which was a Wednesday. I'm gonna say Wednesday. Wednesday.
Here are the stats for that session. The average was 8.32. I've been averaging around 8.1 in the days prior to this session. For comparison, 8.3 is not great. That's what happens, so I just gotta roll with it. Anyways, I'm gonna work on this video now, so I'll see you tomorrow. My first 1,000 solve session this week.
Ah, God. Keep. I feel like it's not loud enough.
The average of the session so far is 8.07. Wow. Doesn't look like the guy that the previous session So it's done 752 solves. There's 248 more solves than what we've done for today.
What? Hold on, that better not be in the actual video. No, it's not. Why do I get left-handed J-Perms at the end of these? Nice. I don't care. It wasn't just one frame, too. It was like... So this is the day I think I had to music. Oh, yeah. 1456. Day 4, 9.03. Wait, did I go eat dinner there or what? I didn't even say the time? What is wrong with me? Okay. Okay, 15:30, end of day 4.
I did some turns on my hand XS. It feels a little bit better than it was yesterday, so I'm going to use it at first. But if it becomes terrible, then I'm going to switch to my MOU RS3 M2020.
16:11 begin. 16:11. I stepped day 4 mistake. Like, what the crap?
I just cleaned out and lubricated my RS3, and I also loosened the tensions a little bit, so let's see how that works.
I accidentally forgot to put the word solve. That's funny.
Because there wasn't any significant improvement. I only broke 2 PBs, and my cubes had bad turning almost the entire time. Now let's look at the results. These are the averages of each individual session. Day 0 and 1 were the only days where I had a decent cube. I'd say that day 1 is more representative of my actual average, or at least what I average at my best when my cube is good and there are other factors such as tiredness. Only days where these are the and my cubes had bad turning almost the entire time. Now let's look at the results. And my cubes had bad turning almost the entire time. Now let's look at the results. These are the averages of each individual session. Day 0 and 1 were the only days where I had a decent cube. I'd say that day 1 is more representative of my actual average, or at least what I average at my best when my cube is good and there are other factors such as tiredness slowing my solves down. As a result of my cube getting worse, it's hard to tell whether any actual improvement took place. The turning of my GAN cube steadily declined throughout. On the second half of day 5, I switched to my Moyu RS3, and I averaged under 8.1 for that part of the session. But then on day 6, I tried going back to the GAN cube, which was a mistake. Even during the first half of the session where tiredness wasn't a factor, I was averaging 8.5. Then on day 7, I switched entirely to the RS3 and averaged 8.22. I probably would have averaged 8.15 if I wasn't tired at the end of the session. Days 0 and 8 were supposed to be the session is used to compare before the week and after the week and see if improvement took place. Nope. Here are the best and worst single times from each day. My best overall time was 4.63. Here are the best and worst single times from each day. My best overall time was 4.63 and my worst was 23.22. Here are the best averages from each session, and here are the best averages achieved overall. Most of the significant best averages were achieved during day 1 and at the end of day 5. The average of 25 and 50 were overall PBs at the time. My PBs before this session were 7.30 average of 25 and 7.50 average of 50. Here's the average of 100 progression for each session. All of the long straight lines are where I took breaks. Day 1 was the most consistently good. I stayed under 8.4 most of the time and had a long section averaging 7.9 to 8.0. Here are days 2, 3, and 4. This part of day 5 is when I switched to my Moyu RS3. Day 6 was the worst. The average went up to 8.8 at one point. Day 7, I switched entirely to the RS3, so the average was more consistently good than most of the days. Here are the average of 100 progressions for days 0 and 8. They both ranged from 8.4 to 8.2. Here are the time distributions for each day. All of these are for solves from 5 seconds to 12 seconds, except day 2, which includes 2 4-second solves. Every day had more 7s than 8s, except day 4 and 6. Day 1 was the only day with more 6s than 9s. Here are the time distributions for day 0 and 8. Even though the average of day 8 was only 0.05 worse than day 0, that heavily affected this distribution. Here are the number of sub-6 solves for each day. Of days 1 through 7, day 7 had the most with 21, and day 4 had the least with 8. Now let's combine days 1 through 7 into one session and look at the results. Here are the best averages. The only new information here is the average of 2,000 and 5,000. The average of all the solves from days 1 through 7 is 8.27. Here is the average of 1,000 progression for days 1 through 7. Each of these boxes represents one day. This shows how bad day 6 was. Here's the average of 100 progression. Same idea. This represents the same information I showed earlier in the video, but combined into one graph. track. Here's the time distribution for days 1 through 7. I got 96 5s and 2 4s. Combining days 0 through 8 yields similar results. The best average of 5,000 4s. Combining days 0 through 8 yields similar results. The best average of 5,000 went from 8.24 to 8.23. The average went from 8.27 to 8.28. For days 0 through 8, I got a total of 100 5-second solves. Finally, we will combine days 0 through 8 with the session that had been taking place for about 3 weeks beforehand. Now we find that I ultimately broke my PB average of 5,000 and 10,000. My previous PBs were 8.19 average of 5,000 and 8.48 average of 10,000. The 8.48 average of 10,000 was achieved during the year-long cubing session, which was a separate session. If this 15,000 solve session had been combined with the year-long session, the change wouldn't have been so dramatic. The average of this whole session is 8.24. Here is the average of 1,000 progression for both sessions, separating them into 2 sessions. You can clearly see that the week-long session was not an improvement compared to the first session. Here is the time distribution for both sessions combined. I now have a total of 224 5s, 7 4s, and 1 3. So what I was hoping was that as 5s, 7 4s, and 1 3. So what I was hoping was that as a result of doing so many solves, my average would improve and I would get lots of PB averages and good single solves. I did end up getting 4 PB averages, average of 10,000, 5,000, 50, and 25. But I only got 2 sub-5 solves, and my average of 1,000 for the most part ranged from being about the same as before to way worse. The improvement I was expecting certainly wasn't there. I am tempted to blame my cubes for this result. Yes, my GAN cube basically died, and in the process it negatively affected my times for a significant portion of the week-long session, but that's probably not the only reason that my average didn't improve. It's possible that doing 1,000 solves a day is not an effective way to improve. Maybe doing so many solves results in placing too much physical and mental stress on myself. Still though, my cube going bad is making this analysis much more difficult. Maybe sometime in the future I will try this again, but only using a really good cube the whole time. Anyways, that's about it for this video. I would really appreciate feedback on what you thought of this video so I can improve for future videos. Thanks for watching.
Put off the ending, and that's basically it. Oh, just add that. There's only a few things to change. So basically, we got first thing, add part of average of 12 for these parts. Ugh, that's gonna be annoying.
I did 1,000 Rubik's Cube solves per day for a week. As a result of doing this many solves, did my average... I did 1,000 Rubik's Cube solves. Did my average improve? Did I get tons of PB averages and good single solves? Well, you'll find out shortly. My plan was that I would do an initial 200 solve session and take note of the average. Starting the next day, I would do 1,000 solves per day for a week. Then a day after the week ended, I would do another 200 solve session and compare that to the initial 200 solve session. How long did... compare that to the initial 200 solve session. How long does it take me to do 1,000 solves? About solves. About
Come on.
7 hours.
The random videos thing is there still.
You may wonder how I have time to do this. It's because I have no life. Dang it, before we begin, let's take Dang it, before we begin, let's no life. Dang it, before we begin, let's take a look at the session I had been doing prior to.
Split. Now we'll add the captions. So the caption is going to just be the word part. Oh my gosh. Part. Oh, actually, it's going to be... It's actually going to be part of. Oh, man. Nice job. Come on, why can't it just be like that one? Like, there's no difference between the man. Parts of 7. Okay, the length is going to be 11.03. Dude, we're like, come on. Okay, next.
This may solves. Did my average
The length is going to be 2.7. Then it's going to be
7?
Then it's going to be then it's going to be 2.67.
I have time for no life.
Last one is going to be
So what I
and then this thing can be like 200 seconds. Who cares?
So what I was
Okay. Done with that one. Save. Next. Add Wednesday. Wednesday to day 0. Wednesday.
Now let's go to August 25th.
This is gonna be so stupid, dude. Oh man, this is gonna be stupid. Okay. Caption. Oh, dude. Look at this. Oh. Like, it's gonna look so stupid. Oh my gosh. People are gonna be like, why did he put Wednesday separate from the rest of it? I don't care. That was a Wednesday, right? Day 4, 9:03. All right, that's at like 14:56.
Hey Noah,
Yeah.
we're going in a small group.
Okay.
I don't know if Chloe, I think Chloe's going with. There should be some food in there you can eat up.
Okay. Export. Dang me, this is taking forever. I just want to be done. 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 I just want to be done, 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 done. I just want to be done. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Come on. Wait, what? It literally has the 614. Okay, it was 417, 417, 417 p.m. Okay. 28. It was at 4 something. I must have eaten dinner afterwards. It was day 4. Right? That's what happened. I ate dinner afterwards. Three seconds. And then this part, I started it again at 5:29. So I started at 5:29. That seems way too long. Let's just do 1 second. Then we're done with that one. 15:30, end of day 4. Add the time. time at the end of day 4 was 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Caption 8. Oh. Why'd I have to mess up day 4 so badly? Like, seriously? And day 5. That had that mess up as well. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Split, and it lasts for 24 points. The next thing is 1611 messed up day 4. What was supposed to be here? It was supposed to be an 8.37. Twelve p.m. 12 p.m. 12 Are you kidding me? Come on. Dude! Split. The length is 6.10. It's already 6.10. What? Save. Next thing is cut off the ending, then we should be good.
I did one.
Shut up. Okay.
For watching.
Why can't it be a slower animation? Come on, man. Whatever. Can the part of also fade to black, please? Fade out. Hello? 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 You can't fade the text out to black? That's so dumb. Ugh. Okay, instead, what I'm gonna do is do it in the final version instead. Alright. Undo. So fade out to black in the final version. Do not forget. Do not, because the music is one part. Control all videos are full volume. All videos are full volume. All videos are full volume. And
I did 1,000 Rubik's Cube solves per day for a week. As a result of doing this many solves, did my average improve? Did I get tons of PB averages and good single solves? Well, you'll find out shortly. My plan was that I would do an initial for that to the initial 200 solve session. How long does it take me to do 1,000 solves? About 7 hours. You may wonder how I have time to do this. It's because I have no life. Dang, before we begin, let's take a look at the session. It's at 8.13. Now let's go to August 25th, the day when I did my initial 200 solve session.
Cleaned up my cube and recorded it again, except this time I put 2 drops of midnight instead of 1. I really hope this works. I just cleaned up
1,000 and 5,000. The 8.48 average of 10,000. The 8.48 average of 10,000 was achieved during the year-long cubing session, which was a separate session. If this 15,000 solve session 3. So what I was hoping was that as a result of doing so many solves, my average would improve and I would get lots of...
ugh, it's gonna take forever to save this, but we have to. Wait, we don't have to. Yes, we do. Because of the stupid ending part, which I want to fade out, but I can't because of the caption. And also, it's just easier this way. Okay, video on. And I can make pizza while I'm waiting, so it's fine. And I can reset OBS. Like, I have tons of stuff I can do. Okay. Whew, boy, I think then we just have music left. That's all we have left. That's all we have left. Oh, we're so close to done. We're so close to done. Oh my gosh. We're so close to done. How long is this gonna take? It's a 28-minute long video. I know it's 28 minutes. It's a long time, but please don't tell me I'm gonna have to wait like 5 jillion years for this. Are you kidding me? It's not that bad. So I can make pizza and I can figure out which song to play. So basically we need a song at the beginning of the video. That's one part where we need a song. And then the end of the video, we need songs. Alright, we need to figure out which songs to use. Okay, let's see. Where was I on? I was on Say Who One. Should we choose one from here? I like this one. I like this one for the beginning, actually. I like this one for the beginning, possibly. We'll make that an option for it and see how it works. Oh, come on. That's an option. Let's see. I want to use different ones. That's an option. Let's see. Dichromatic. Ourselves. That's not even a word. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's think of. I really like SS right now. I'm calling this one SS. I don't know. I don't even remember what the actual name is. Shattered Sky, I think. I really like this one. Let's see if there's any good ones from here I can use. Besides the ones I already used. I really like this one. Maybe I should just use this. Flight Over the Forest. It's a little too long. No, actually it's fine because it loops, so that you'll get to hear the whole song. We're gonna use a different one for the beginning as from the end. I guess maybe one of the Seiho ones for the beginning and this one for the end. I love this one so much. I'm literally choosing this one. Okay, so this is the one we're using for end of video. And then beginning, Seiho first song. Let's think about it. Does this work for the first beginning of it? Does this work for the beginning? The beginning doesn't last very long. It's only like a minute long, I think. You won't get to hear the whole thing, but this song kind of loops quite a bit as well, so... You know what? We're using it. I chose. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. We're so close to done. We're so close to done. This thing took so long, dude. Oh, it took so long. Okay, we can make some pizza. And while we're waiting for this, make some pizza. That was funny. And when this is done, all I have to do is add those 2 songs I chose, and then we're done. We're finally done. Oh man, I wonder how many views this is gonna get. I feel like this is a much better video than my first video. But at the same time, it might be too boring because of all the time lapses. I don't know. And all the solves that I included and all the time lapses, both like that part. But other than that, I think this is such a much better video than the first video. It's way longer. So anyways.